hello, beautiful children. Oh my gosh, look at all the first graders here today. Hi, everybody. I'm Mrs. Davison, in case you forgot. And I'm saying hi to, oh my gosh, look at all the kids at Mullen School out there. Oh, and look at all the Riverview kids, too. My gosh, we have such a good looking first grade class, don't we? Yeah, so I'm coming at you today with a story, and I know your teachers are all incredible, both at Riverview and at Mullen, and you're all so lucky to have them. But today you're stuck with me, and I am going to be reading you a story in a few minutes, and it's one of my favorites. Not gonna lie, it's a really good one. And I know the last time we were together, we were talking about something called drawing conclusions. Do you remember that? I hope so. I hope you do, because I know if you watched the video on Monday, we solved a mystery, didn't we? We had some bags and we had to use some clues that were in those bags and what we knew already in our head to figure out who dropped those. And you did such an amazing job, honestly. I was so proud of you and know that your teachers were too. So anyway, we're going to be doing a little of that today too. And I have a really fun story planned that's going to help us, okay? So remember, if we want to draw conclusions, that just means that we have to figure out what the author or the illustrator is trying to tell us, but they're not really saying with their words, because sometimes they're kind of tricky and they like to hide little messages on the page that you kind of have to read between the lines to figure out. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use clues and what we already know up here in your brains, because I know they're big and amazing. And you're going to help me figure out some conclusions that you might be drawing about the story we're going to be reading. Now, the story has some great characters in it, but it's kind of different because it doesn't have many characters. And remember, characters are the people or the animals that talk in a story. And one of the characters it has in it is a knight. Not the knight like where it gets dark and the moon comes out, but the other night where it's someone who wears armor and might be protecting someone. Let me show you a picture of him, okay? There he is. There's the knight that is in our story. He looks like he's ready for whatever he's going to do, doesn't he? So the other main character in our story is a dragon. And this is what the dragon looks like. He's pretty ferocious. I don't know if I'd want to mess with him, would you? And the story we're going to be reading is actually named after those two characters. It's called The Knight and the Dragon. And the story and the pictures are both by the same person, Tomie dePaola. He's written a lot of books. He's a very famous author. And as we read, you're going to help me draw some conclusions about this story. Okay, so The Knight and the Dragon. What do you think the story might be about? Wait, what? I can't hear you. I love that answer. Good prediction. High five. Good job. Wait, what do you... Oh, I love how that person's raising their hand over there. Do you see it? Oh, maybe. This person over here, they said maybe the knight and the dragon are friends. I don't know. Let's check. Should we read and find out? The Knight and the Dragon by Tomie dePaola. I'm going to do my best to show you the pictures and read at the same time. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a knight in a castle who had never fought a dragon. And in a cave not too far away was a dragon who had never fought a knight. Starting to draw some conclusions about what this story might be about. But I don't know. I'm going to wait till the next page. One day the knight went to the castle library and took out all the books he could find on dragon fighting. See, he's reading a book that says how to fight dragons. Well, meanwhile, back at the cave, the dragon had rummaged through all the things from his ancestors and found some books on knight fighting. Okay, guys, now here's the thing. Did Tommy DePaula come out and tell us what the story's about yet? No, but he's using his words and pictures to tell me something. Can you draw a conclusion about what he's trying to tell us? I think you're right. I think they might be getting prepared for a fight. I'm drawing a conclusion right there. Was that yours too? Let's see if we were right. The knight began to build some armor. And he's reading a book called Armor Building. Armor is that silver stuff that he wears to protect him. It's very hard right there. So I'm thinking to myself right now, why would he be building armor? The author didn't tell me why. I have to kind of use my head and the pictures and the words to draw a conclusion. Well, the dragon practiced swishing his tail. And it says the art of tail swishing. Looks like he's getting pretty good at it. Do you think our conclusion is right? We're using clues. And I don't know. Let's read. Let's see what else happens. Meanwhile, back at the castle, I don't really see any words. I guess we have to try to figure out on our own what he's doing. Do you have any idea? What do you think? Use the clues. Did you say you think that he's building weapons? I think you're right. I think the illustrator definitely left some great clues for us to figure that out. And why might he be doing that? Maybe there will be a fight. Maybe we were right. Maybe they're preparing for it. Meanwhile, back at the cave, he's looking kind of mean. Scared me a little. Whoa! What in the world do you think he was practicing? Yeah, how to look a little ferocious. Jeez, kind of excited to find out what happens next. There's no words again, but let's look at these pictures. It looks like he's practicing how to fight a dragon. And he's practicing how to fight a knight, but how did they do? He's charging the dragon. He ended up in a tree. And he's charging the knight. He totally missed him and set the tree on fire. I think our conclusion was right, guys. I think they're practicing for a battle. Wow, and they keep practicing. I noticed the knight got better. Let's see if the dragon did. The dragon is improving too, because that's what happens when you practice. You get better and better. Finally, the knight and the dragon were both ready. They sent each other a letter and set a time for the fight. I think your conclusion was right, guys. I think they prepared for a fight. And it says, to Sir Knight from B. Dragon, Esquire. And over here on his letter, it says, to B. Dragon, Esquire, from Sir Knight. Wow. I think we were right, guys. Great job drawing those conclusions. Now, I don't know. Based on the practicing, do you want to draw a conclusion as to who might win? There were some clues. You know what, you're right. The knight didn't start off too good, but he got better and better, but so did the dragon. So there's not really any clues that tell us what's going to happen. Let's check. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh. Did they get each other? No. They both completely missed. I'm drawing a conclusion that they're not that great at fighting. Here they go again. This looks serious. Oh boy, he's really breathing that fire, isn't he? Oh. What happened to the dragon? Yep. And what happened to the knight? Uh-huh. They both ended up missing each other, and now look at them. Whoa. My conclusion is, I don't think this fight is going to really happen. Oh, there's a different character, a little princess. She's giving them a book, but I'm noticing there's no words on the page, and the book says, The Outdoor Cookbook, How to Build a Barbecue. All right, now I'm going to ask you to put on your thinking caps. Okay, are they on? So we're going to have to use this picture. And there's the knight. We're going to have to use this picture to draw a conclusion. They definitely aren't very good at fighting each other. What do you think they're going to do now? If I were you, I'd think about the books that the princess is holding because they give us a clue. Oh, it looks like they're friends and they're reading their books. How to Build a Barbecue. And The Outdoor Cookbook. And look. Did you draw a conclusion that they were going to go into business together and make an outdoor barbecue restaurant? It says K&D Barbecue. I hope you did, because look, if we look back in that story, that page gave us a really big clue because they were reading about what to do. And after they did, they became friends and they built their very own outdoor K&D barbecue. The end. Did you like that book? I really do. I love that book. I used to teach third grade, and my third graders used to love that book too when we would read it. So drawing conclusions. You drew some really good ones in that story. You really did. About the knight and the dragon fighting. You listened for those clues that they were getting prepared and practicing, and you drew the conclusion that they were going to have a fight. But how many of you guys honestly drew the conclusion that they were going to have an outdoor barbecue? Raise your hand if you did and give me a high five. What a great job you did. Seriously, guys. So impressed. I know all of your teachers are very proud of you. I know working from home is really, really tough. And guess what? It is for us too, because we miss all of your smiling faces so much. But I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself too, because you really did a great job with that. All right. So remember, drawing conclusions, using your brain and the clues around you and the clues in the text or the pictures to figure things out. Great job. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.